dementia risk could be lowered because eating well can lower your chances of developing the condition dramatically. A healthy diet can also slow down the rate at which dementia progresses and gets worse, so it's important that people with dementia eat properly, even if they have no appetite. Express.co.uk chatted to Jane Clark, a leading dietitian, Gordon Blue chef and founder of Nourish by Jane Clark, to find out how to boost a poor appetite. Having a nourishing, well-rounded diet gives our brain the best chance of not succumbing to dementia. New research also suggests that omega-3 fatty acids in particular can play a significant role in reducing some of the risks and slow down the progression of the disease. Sounds simple, right? Well, the problem is that as dementia progresses, our ability and desire to eat deteriorates, and this makes it tricky to meet the challenge of eating well. People with dementia often lose their appetite, or eating is such an inconvenience that they simply don't have the energy to eat. Many symptoms of the disease contribute towards eating less or not being able to make and eat nutritious meals, such as memory loss and confusion, which means some people do not eat. The ability to judge temperature can disappear, so if food is served too hot it can burn lips or throat. Physical skills like keeping mouths closed while food is inside, to help us chew and swallow, can become difficult. Not being able or safely cook or prepare food. Depression, low mood and lack of energy. Constipation through lack of fluid and fiber intake, or as a side effect of drug treatment, leading to discomfort and loss of appetite. Aggression and resistance to eating. If you have someone in your life who has dementia and struggles to eat a well-balanced diet, there are plenty of things you can do to help. 8 ways to boost a poor appetite from dementia. Calming routines. Developing a calming, regular mealtime routine is a really simple way to make food more appealing and less stressful for someone with dementia. Jane explained, a routine is reassuring for someone with dementia because even eating 10 minutes later or sitting at a different table, or with friends they don't usually eat with, can throw them. The requirement to stick to the same routine can be isolating as a carer for those suffering, as their whole day is dictated by something which used to be flexible and sociable. One way around this is for the carer to feed them in the same way, at the same time, and then for them to eat separately with friends afterwards. Try to slow down. We juggle so many tasks when caring for someone that it can be tempting to rush the person to eat their meal and become impatient. Jane warns carers to stop hurrying the person with dementia to eat their meals. She said, rushing only increases the likelihood of becoming upset, and for very little food to get eaten. Allow plenty of time for the person to finish their meal to avoid conflict, and if a meal is becoming challenging, don't force the person to finish it right away. Jane suggested, it can help to step back for a minute, to find a moment of quiet or even a piece of music that's therapeutic and can give you the strength to go back with a calm attitude. Experiment with distractions. Sometimes focusing on the task at hand is important if you want the person to eat their food. Jane said, while the person is focusing on swallowing or getting the food from fork to mouth, it helps not to have the radio or the TV on to distract them. However, if you're finding that the person you're looking after is getting frustrated at not being able to eat when the sole focus is on doing so, distraction could actually help. Jane said, sitting in front of the TV with a plate of something easy to nibble, such as sandwiches or cut-up soft fruits, could mean they eat while being distracted by the program, so experiment with both scenarios. Wait for a better time. If they're drowsy and not very responsive, feeding can cause choking, so try to leave a bit of time before you try again. Jane said, do seek advice if they're overly drowsy, as it could be that a change in some of the medication they're taking could give you a better window of opportunity for helping them to eat. Try not to make mealtimes a battleground and instead offer a nutrient and calorie-rich therapeutic drink as an alternative, such as Nourish by Jane Clark meal replacement drinks. Containing 26 essential vitamins and minerals, 12 grams of protein and 4 hours of slow-releasing carbohydrates, these nutritious drinks are ideal for anybody facing physical and psychological eating difficulties due to illnesses such as dementia. Take a holistic look. Our appetite and desire to eat anything is influenced by many factors, from physical issues such as constipation to low mood. Jane said, taking a holistic look at the person you care for and their environment may help you to improve the situation and nourish them with food that improves their well-being. Monitor their eating. What we do know about a poor appetite is that the less we eat, often the less we fancy eating. Malnutrition can kick in, and problems such as pressure sores, poor wound healing and depression start occurring. Jane advised, if you suspect that your relative or friend in a care home isn't getting the right types of food, or that they're not getting help with eating, make yourself a nuisance and either try to persuade someone to sit with them while they're eating, or ask if you can bring in some food. The Nourish by Jane Clark drinks are ideal for anybody facing physical and psychological eating difficulties due to illnesses such as dementia. Give them food to tempt them. Take your cues from the person when it comes to tempting their appetite. Are there dishes they loved in the past, favorite family recipes, easy-to-eat alternatives to tried and trusted meals? Jane said, the scent, taste, look and feel of food can all trigger a desire to eat and provide the comfort and nourishment they need. Create a food mood board. Often, memories are linked to foods we loved eating at a precise moment. Jane explained, for me, childhood summer holidays are rekindled as soon as I think about Knickerbocker glories and eaten fish and chips out of the newspaper on the North Wales coast, while my treasured aunt and uncle sang with the choir on the seafront. A personal food mood board made up of photos of favorite dishes, people and places can be a great way to communicate and also stimulate a jaded appetite.